First start in the Calcutta Cup, first ever Calcutta Cup match for yourself. How excited are you?
Yeah, unbelievably excited. Obviously, last few weeks I had a taste of sort of playing the shirt, and it's been unbelievable. I've loved every minute, and Calcutta Cup's a massive game that grew up watching. It's just to be part of one's going to be massive.
You mentioned growing up watching it. Any early memories you can recall?
Not necessarily so much in that game, but going to Twickenham with my dad and brother, we'd try and get to the Six Nations games when we could, and those really fond memories of that. And to play my first game at the Allianz Stadium last week was unbelievable.
And you'd have enjoyed watching the period of England dominance. How keen are you and the rest of the guys to end this Scottish period of dominance?
Well, obviously it goes without saying we obviously want to win the game. We want to win every game we play, and we've worked as hard as we can this week to try and make that happen.
Has the psychology around the game changed slightly? You guys now maybe the underdogs looking to upset Scotland and have a bit more confidence?
That's not something we've spoken about. Like I said, we prepare the way we prepare for every game. That's to win the game, and don't really look into that too much.
How are you enjoying your taste of international rugby so far?
Yeah, unbelievable so far. Yeah, loved it. To get as many minutes as I have in the last few weeks, I've massively enjoyed, and it's something I've wanted to achieve for a long time.
Do you feel you can kick on now, make that shirt your own?
I think every game, again, like you try and put the best performance in you can. That stuff's out of your hands. You can only focus on what you're putting out on the pitch.
A lot's been talked about in terms of Scotland's physicality. What are you guys hoping to bring in terms of physicality tomorrow?
Yeah, I think in any game, contact area is massive, set piece is massive, and if you can come out on top of those areas, then it'll put you in a good position to win the game.
And Tom, in terms of set piece, the scrum battle, how do you see that lining up tomorrow?
Yeah, again, I think we find within all of our Six Nation game it's a contest area. They'll be hugely competitive, especially given their front row and the experience they've got in their front row. So I'm expecting a good battle.
How do you feel it's gone in terms of the scrum so far in this campaign?
I guess whenever you ask this question, I'm always like, there's been good bits. There's definitely bits that can be better. I think you ask any coach, that's the way it will be. I think we've made progress in what we've been trying to achieve. We've had a younger group. We've had different players. We obviously Will Stewart, Ellis, Luke Cowan-Dickey and Jamie have really stepped forward their scrum leadership. And obviously you've got Joe Hayes coming through, Asher, Bev and Baxter, who were a bit younger, and Theo, and actually as a group working together has been exceptional in terms of how they're helping each other prepare for games and their development. A good, wise group, but also an exciting young group coming through.
A bit's been made of Scotland's physicality against Ireland, or a perceived lack thereof. Is that somewhere you feel you can really get into?
I think most games comes down to physicality, especially around the contact area, around the set piece, around the collision. I expect Scotland to be fired up in that area. And I think you'd see a different Scotland when they play against England.
And how hungry are you to get that cup back?
I'm always hungry. Just in terms of that, look, I think we've spoken about it as a group. Everyone says teams who play against England, they find a bit extra. Actually, there's nastiness to us. We want to bring the Calcutta Cup back here. We haven't done so, and we want to do that.
Tom, Willis, how does that manifest itself, that kind of, nastiness, as Tom said?
I think the way we compete with each other in the week sets the tone for the weekends. I think we've got some unbelievable players in the squad, and everyone drives each other on. I think naturally you need an element of nastiness in you from that competitive side of things to push each other on. I think that then lends itself to the best performance possible, and it gives you that competitive edge, hopefully.
Does it need to be a game where you're hitting an emotional peak as well? Like the modern games are all quite tactical, technical, but are these Saturdays quite a lot about who wants it as well? I
think that's never questioned. I think when we put on that shirt, I think everyone, you'll see the best of everyone. Everyone wants to put the best themselves out when we put that shirt on, so I don't think that's ever in question in any game.
So has training been a bit more intense this week, possibly with Scotland?
Again, I think we've built week on week, and the sort of level of training we've put out and the level of competitiveness we put out has just built naturally week on week. And obviously, this is a huge game, and it's one we're very excited for.
Coach Tom, how much of those losses to Scotland hurt in the last few years?
Look, I think hugely. I think Tom has just said it, like you want to win every test match you're playing. You want to win every Six Nations test match. How there's loads of blokes who are playing week in with these players. You lose to someone, you have to wear it for the whole year. Every day you go to a club, you have to know that they got the better of you. So yeah, I think everyone's got their different reasons why they want to win and how deep that hurt goes. But yeah, there's definitely a want to win and a want to win the cup.
Just a question for Tom Harris. What's your thoughts been on Jamie George's new role throughout this tournament, coming off the bench, and with Luke County starting, but with Jamie elevating the second half squad performance?
Yeah, so I think new role. Every player who plays for England, your role is to win the Test match. So same role, but I understand the context you're saying it in. I think he's been exceptional. I think the way him and Luke County have worked in terms of leading the scrum. Adding that bit of experience as they're coming on has been brilliant. Having that leadership in that last part of the game, as we all know, Jamie's exceptional in terms of his tactical understanding, but actually his way to galvanise players and people. So having that out there in that moment's been a real add to our game.
With the scrums, Tom, what are those good bits that you're happy with?
So I think we're as a collective, we're seeing, so everyone speaks about scrummaging, and I fall foul of this. We talk about the props, the hookers, but what we're seeing is a collective buy-in more from the whole eight, and you'll see stuff around how we're engaging, the timing of how we're working together. Like I said, it's not just a case of bend over and push, as we may always say, but like we're getting some of our timing and cohesion better as a group. That's something we've kind of focused on.
Can you explain a bit about how much Ted Hill's done at Lock? Because he might have to play a fair bit.
Yeah, so he's played games previously for Bath at Lock. Tom's played games and trained in the row. Chandler's trained in the row. So it's really interesting because he gets named, everyone goes, "Oh no, it's a big thing," but actually we've been doing it for 3 weeks. And what we speak a lot about is position flexibility. So it's the same where you go, oh, Marcus can play 10, Marcus can play 15, Elliot Daly can play across the whole back line, Tommy Freeman could play 13, Asher could play both sides of the scrum, Ben Earl plays 7, plays 8, plays 6, plays 8, plays second row. So in terms of that, it's something we always train. We're always training to make sure that we can select the best players, and when opportunity arises to these players, they're ready to take the opportunity.
How does it feel at second row when you're in there sometimes?
He loves it.
I say I don't like it in front of him. Yeah, I'll get in there anytime. And also, I grew up playing with Ted. And I don't think there's any question around his capabilities. Like, he's an unbelievable athlete. I don't think there's any question around what position he's playing. Like, he's just an unbelievable rugby player, unbelievable athlete. Like, he'll bring what he needs to bring this weekend.
He's gained a few nicknames this week with Clark Kent. So.
Yeah, he gets the nice ones. Yeah, Mara sorts him out, which is nice. No, I think he's done pretty well with them.
What's yours, Tom?
None going around.
Sure.
Just with playing a lot, how much game time have you had there? When was the last time you did it?
I mean, played 5 or 6 games. I've ended up the last half an hour of Sarries games in the Lock, scrummaging there. And yeah, once you get a few reps there, and it's like at the end of the day, like you get those few technical bits right at the start, and at the end of the day, you're just pushing as hard as you can, and you want to keep good shape, and yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just last one then, James.
So, what difference can the England fans make tomorrow to the players? Like, do you feel it when you're on the pitch?
100%. So I think when we played France a couple of weeks ago, like I've not played many games for England, but that was probably the best atmosphere I've been a part of. It was just unbelievable. It drives you on, and just see how happy and the sort of response after as well. You want to sort of achieve that again, and yeah, like I said, make the fans happy at the end of the day.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks.
Cheers, guys. Lovely. Please don't.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Cheers, guys. Thank you. Cheers.